So my disappointment is immeasurable and my week is ruined, with some news that I have to showcase to you in this video, specifically later on. But in the end, let me introduce myself for those who are new or whoever's returning. I am King Vector 11, and I do my best to inform you of the past week's news-related topics in videos like these every week of Rockstar-related topics. So I hope you guys find these videos, or even my weekly update videos, which I've already made a video on. You can find the link of that in the description below. I hope you guys find both these videos highly informative, as best as I try to showcase them to you. And if you do enjoy and you wish to stay tuned for more content like this, or my weekly update videos every Thursday evening, do leave a like, subscribe. You can go the extra mile and share this with your friends, or leave a comment what you liked or disliked about the information you've received. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So like I said, I've already gone through these details on the weekly update on my other video. You can find a link of it in the description below. So it generally covers this information. But moving on to Twitter news, I remember last week I've said that from Tez2's POV, he said there was a new patch that was live for GTA 5 Enhanced. The patch notes were supposed to come soon. However, that patch was done on March 13th, but Rockstar has released the notes only days later. I'll show you how much later in a short while. But first, I just like to show you a little bit of in-between stuff just to get myself distracted, because Tez2 has said a little bit of hints of information about the fact that Rainbow Six Siege has announced a new era with R6 Siege X, the biggest evolution in Siege's history, coming June 10th, which you can expect a visual overhaul, deeper tactics, and more. But through the cinematic at some point at the 20-second mark, he kind of took a photo of, I guess, what kind of looks familiar enough to be Los Santos. So have fun with that little image. Probably the only blessing that I have for you in this entire video. But anyways, on March 14th, there was a background update featuring the following fixes, where they fixed an issue where completing any of the Oscar Gusman Flies Again missions was not tracked in current progress. They fixed an issue where migrated players did not receive the free coupon for the Karen S95, and the police barrier is now available in creator modes. But of course, people are asking for the text chat on PC Enhanced, which according to Tez2, which is unfortunately true, it's disabled, which of course people are disappointed about. Except someone who's been a console player does not understand how PC works, and they don't understand how PC players feel when we have to migrate to a console-based feeling on PC. Yeah. Anyways, in my explanation though, I already put in the thumbnail why text chat was never brought into PC Enhanced, but in my strong belief, Rockstar just copy pasted the codes from the console port onto PC and called it a day. Just like last minute homework. One does not simply study the night before the final exams and succeed, Rockstar. Speaking of the patch notes that I mentioned near the beginning of this video from March 13th, the notes were finally released on March 17th. Where they fixed quite a bit of issues. If you want to read that on your own, go right ahead, but I'm not going to read through all of this myself. All I'm going to say is on the 6th dot, they fixed multiple issues that resulted in the game running out of VRAM unexpectedly, I guess. They also fixed multiple issues that resulted in crashes in the 3rd dot. There was even other issues that existed in between, like they fixed an issue that resulted in GTA 5 Enhanced not closing correctly when it exited a game via Alt F4 or the pause menu on the 5th to last dot in this image. But if you want to read the rest, that's up to you. Tez2 has also shared Dexifix has updated CodeWalker to support GTA 5 Enhanced and provided an asset converter. So I guess that is the ported tool, a conversion tool rather, to port GTA 5 Legacy assets to GTA 5 Enhanced that FiveM was working on, which they are their own people, by the way. But as long as they found a new tool, props to them, honestly, props to them. Another patch notes, they of course took very few seconds to patch the Cluck and Bell Farm Raid Replay playlist glitch. Yeah, of course they would do that. That's one of the first things they have priority on in GTA Online, like flies on shit. And Rockstar has also addressed the crashes on PS5 due to the background update. Not even less than a minute later. Now here's the biggest disappointment of news that I have to showcase to you. Rockstar is doing an exclusive one-time $3 million offer for GTA Online currency, but they introduced the following information which makes me sick. And even these people who looked at the requirements also had negative reviews on it. But we're talking about Rockstar here, who is actually currently developing GTA 6 as we speak, just to remind those out there of who is developing GTA 6 and under which management. Rockstar. So their exclusive offer states as the following. Players who haven't logged in GTA Online in the last 60 days can receive $1 million for logging in, 1.5 mil for purchasing a Great White Whale or Megalodon Shark card, and $500,000 upon becoming a GT Plus member. So basically, you have to not play GTA Online for 60 days plus to be able to go into the game and get these rewards. So in long story short, they're basically telling people who are dedicated to this game, like on a daily lifestyle, they told those players, go fuck yourself. And then these players who haven't played for a long time for many reasons, either A, because they no longer could play because of the BattlEye anti-cheat, which Rockstar was too goddamn lazy to contact BattlEye to ask for a green light for them to enable it for GTA Online, therefore resulting in 50% of the player base from no longer being able to play GTA Online through Steam Deck or Linux. The average player count dropping by 50% within hours because of the update, or simply because they were progressively, constantly being harassed by modders, moved on to pastures new. And these are the smart people who gave up on the game because they know hackers are not as malicious in any other game out there than GTA Online. GTA Online to the point where modders could even hack your IP and boot you off your internet for as long as they wish until, I guess, you restart your computer or the game closes. Any other game, all they're going to do is just aim hack, wall hack, make you lose the game, let you have a sissy fit, use a hammer, bash your computer, but that's on your own story, that's on your own case. It's not like the hacker made you do it, unlike GTA Online hackers where they can boot you off your internet. That's why people leave. So now these people who are being begged to come back are basically given this offer in which they still have to pay Rockstar to get this full offer. So they're basically telling these players, welcome back, go fuck yourself too. Like, I don't get their logic. That's how desperate they are for not only their player base to come back to the game, but for their money. Makes me sick. Today's Rockstar Games launcher update on March 18th added support for the Xbox PC app, gearing up for GTA 5 arrival on Xbox PC Game Pass, which that tweet was made back in July 28th, 2024. Almost a year ago, actually. That's incredible. I still feel like we're in 2024. I can't believe we're in 2025 already. We're already a quarter into 2025, guys. Holy shit. What the fuck happened to the time? Anyways, further support for Discord Rich Presence. You will be able to enable it via the Rockstar Games launcher settings. It is currently not enabled. Below is an example when enabled. So you can actually showcase how long you've been in a session and how many players are in your session. It's pretty cool. There was another patch done March 19th where their notes basically stated general fixes for stability and security. So as far as I'm concerned, that is all of the patch notes of the past week, since the other ones before that I've already showcased on previous weekly update news videos. So if you want to take a quick look once again at these, go right ahead. It is totally up to your choice, to your disposal. But as far as I'm concerned, that is all the information that I have to showcase to you guys in this video. Yeah. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but this is complete bullshit on its own. This right here. I refuse. I refuse to believe I'm living a life where Rockstar has turned into that. I refuse. Anyways, I'm not gonna continue dwelling on that for the rest of the video for you to hear me with that. All I'm gonna say is, hope you guys did find this informative of anything you may have wanted or needed to know. And if you did enjoy, you wish to stay tuned for more content like this or anything else, stay tuned, like and subscribe. You can share this with your friends, leave a comment what you liked or disliked about the information you've received. Of course, all support is not forced, but always appreciated to help me get motivation out of Rockstar Games and just move on to pastures new or something, develop better content when I get a better PC or something. Anyways, all with your support. I guess it again, not forced, it's not mandatory, but it is always appreciated. Thank you guys for watching and have yourselves a great week. I'm probably gonna skip on GTA 5 Enhanced for this week because this week sucks.